Anyone that's in their 20s and they're trying to figure out what new skills should they learn, I want you to share this video with them because this is going to be one of the most helpful videos that is going to guide their careers. Now, the one skill I'm going to recommend is sales. And to better help you understand why I believe they should pursue that skill in their 20s, I'm going to share a story of my worst sales experience. Now, as I was in my 20s, I owned a company called Dusupe, and Dusupe is like a fintech. Now, the hardest sale that I ever got, there was a company, there's a time I wanted to make out some kind of deal with FNB, that's First National Bank in South Africa. Now, naive me started by, of course, dropping an email asking for who I could talk to. I got someone's contact. Actually, started talking to a gentleman. In my head, never believing that, you know what, me as in Yoka, Ugandan, who doesn't have money, who has just come out of campus with those looks to get a deal with FNB South Africa. I was like, regardless, let me just do, because I mean, what do I have to lose? The most they're going to say is no. Now, what happened is I started the conversations, we began talking, we went ahead. They gave me a certain gentleman called Wilson. I talked to this gentleman for about 6 months. After 6 months, the gentleman calls me and tells me, you know what? You know, such deals barely get concluded online. It's important for you to travel here to South Africa and we try and have something closed. Now, what I did is I hopped on a flight, entered Johannesburg. I had never flown out of Uganda, Uganda before. Got into the flight, went into Joburg. I had never entered my Uber. In fact, I saw some crime being committed. That was my introduction to Joburg. Guys were literally shooting guns up in the air, trying to steal someone's money. I was like, you know, that doesn't concern me. I continued to the bank. Got into the bank. I thought initially in my head I had perceived like maybe I'm going to talk to this gentleman, we are going to discuss, and maybe I stay here a couple of days and maybe they could introduce me to some of the bigger people. Little did I know what was waiting for me. In my head, when the gentleman came down from the FNB building, I told him, so where are we meeting? Are we meeting at a restaurant? Can we talk here? He was like, no, you know, you come up. I walk, go up the stairs, you're making small talk. Keep in mind that I'm in my 20s. You're a naive boy, you don't know how to pitch, you don't know how not to do what. We walk up the stairs, I'm asking about Joburg, I'm getting to understand South Africa. Well, of course, the usual small talk. I go in, enter the top floor, enter the room was full of people. We walk through up to the very end until we got into the boardroom. Now the gentleman slowly comes and pushes the entire door like this. On opening the door, I had come, you're even looking confused. The way you've dressed up is not really the best. You're holding your bag, you're alone. I mean, you don't know how to close very big deals. Only for the gentleman to open, and everyone from FNB is there, right from the very CEO. Now, I enter, I'm the only black guy, everyone else is white except one other black gentleman. I haven't prepared what I am supposed to say. I mean, because the fact that you're even already scared, you're this kid, meaning you're already shivering, all this movement is not making sense. I enter, they make me sit at the extreme end. That's why I'm here now. I have to present very big solutions. But truth be told, I didn't anticipate that we're going to have that scenario. I sat, I began fidgeting, I put my laptop over Windows, I started updating. I'm like, right now, I started weird conversations trying to calm my nerves down. Now, fortunately, I was able to get my nerves a bit calm, and I went ahead and literally just told people I knew it was not going to be the best speech, but I went ahead and proposed, here's how I believe the partnership should work. Here are the kinds of customers we're serving. Here's how we could work together. Now, all of this was happening in my 20s. To the normal person, they'll say, you know what, that is not an experience I want to go through, because truth be told, I was sweating, I was fidgeting, things were not okay. If you want the full story, there's another video I'll do just talking about that experience, because it was really bad. But regardless, we moved it. Unfortunately, we were able to close that deal. Now, what that taught me is the thing with sales as compared to any other career choice, sales exposes you so much because you're talking to people, you're learning how to deal with rejection. And in your 20s is when you're going to get the most amount of rejection. People are going to say no to you. But that what that does to you, it begins to teach you that, you know what, and no is not the worst bit. The worst thing that can happen to you. Once you can get over just people saying no to you, you become so cutthroat, and it's a skill that you're going to use in everything. To vibe your wife, you need that skill. Your next job interview, you're going to need to say it yourself. Now, if you can get used to it early enough, especially in this AI era where people's entire jobs, as an example, customer support is being replaced by AIs. By the way, we have an AI tool called Trembit Desk. So if you're looking for an AI customer support tool, that one will work for you. We also have a ton of tools for customer support, sales, marketing, everything for your organization. We have AI tools for that. So you can check out trembi.com as you're listening to this. But what I'm trying to say is getting that skill set prepares your mind so much. It exposes you to the very worst in the enterprise that by the time you cross over to your 30s, you're going to have so much resilience and so much skill, and your tongue is going to know how to move to convince people to give you money. And there is no better skill than the skill that helps you convince people get money out of their pockets and to you. So if you're trying to figure out, man, how do I get my way around how to my 20s, what do I do? The one skill I would recommend, it's AI proof. It's it improves you so much and gives you so much resilience, is sales over anything else, because we also need to look at what the future is. With AI coming, it means there are some jobs that are not going to be very marketable. Customer support reps, those jobs are quickly going to go. Driver jobs are going to go. So choose a skill set that is going to be hard for you to be removed. And sales is one of those timeless skills. As long as you can speak to people, convince them, talk to them, and get them to give you money, every company is going to need you. You yourself are going to be marketable. You can sell whatever it is you put your mind to it. So if you're in your 20s, I believe that is the one skill that you could learn, especially if you don't know what to do yet. So a quick starting point could be just check out my YouTube channel. I have even the seven ways you could sell. Go brainstorm, watch all my videos, and learn how to move sales. And don't forget, if you know anyone out there that has a company and they need AI tools that can sell for them, that can market for them, that can support, we're replacing some functions of the organization. So check out trembi.com. I'm also going to leave a link below here. But bye bye for now.